What's up, aviators? Welcome back. Today we're doing back. I'm showing you the top 5 absolute best exercises for your back. And if you're a competitive athlete, I'm sure you've heard it, back wins the show. So blast that back, get it going. Make sure you use these best 5 exercises in your workout. Stay tuned. About back, it's a different animal. You got rows, you got pull downs, you got pull ups, you got pull overs. Not to mention lower back, hyperextensions, deadlifts, etc., etc. It's an animal, it's a beast, it's different. You know, you can do a heck of a lot of exercises for back. So these top 5 are the best exercises. They're designed to put the most load on your back, create the most trauma and damage and gains. All right, before we get into it, you've heard me say this before, essentials for back day, especially today on these big compound moves. Your fingers aren't going to do it, so make sure you're using wraps and be safe. Wear your belt. All right, y'all, we're all geared up, got our stuff on, we're ready for exercise number 1. I also forgot to mention, I'm going to throw a bonus at the end, the 6th exercise, which is actually the best one. So make sure you stay tuned for the bonus, which is also the best exercise for back. All right? All right, so first exercise on your top 5 exercises for back, overhand barbell rows. Great exercise. Excuse me. Big compound movement. Again, load up your weights on this big compound movement. You want to lift heavy, you want to lift big, you want to make the gains, right? Right. Use your straps, your fingers aren't going to do it. Think about it, your fingers are way too weak. They're nowhere near as strong as your big back muscles, right? Right. All right, so overhand rows. You're gonna bend at the waist, roll it up to your belly button, and squeeze those lats at the top, and then bring it down slow. Just like so. Squeeze your lats at the top. If you can't squeeze here, it's too heavy. Lighten it up, and get your squeeze at the top. Remember the perfect rep. You got the lifting part, the squeezing part, and then the lower part. And you should keep your lats engaged the entire time. All right, 6 to 10 reps. Again, load up the weight on these. That's the whole point. Big heavy compound moves, big heavy weights, create the big gains. All right, size 2 on your top 5 back day exercises. We're going to do barbell shrugs. Remember, your traps go all the way down to the middle of your back. So guys that do traps on shoulder day, not sure why you do that, but you should be doing it on back day. Exercise 2, barbell shrugs. Again, load up the weight. The range of motion on this exercise is very small, so you can lift a ton of weight. We're talking 500-600 pounds, right? Right. Come up, squeeze your traps at the top, back down and stretch. See that range of motion? That's not much. And that's complete range of motion right there. Up and squeeze, and then back down. Again, if you can't get that squeeze at the top, you're too heavy. Lighten it up. But go as heavy as you absolutely can on these. Blow those big traps up. Get those ham hocks going up from your shoulders all the way to the back of your neck. Just like so. All right. Barbell shrugs. If you do these right, don't be surprised if you're sore all the way up to the back of your neck, all the way up here. If you do them right, your load's going to go all the way up there and really hammer those traps. All right. Again, load up the weight, short range of motion. Get your shrugs on. All right, exercise 3 on your top 5 back exercises to do. We got another row. This time, we're gonna go underhand, right? We're gonna do underhand barbell rows. On the overhand part, you're working your lats, but you're working a lot of rear delts, rhomboids, traps as well. The underhand puts more pressure on the lats, puts more target on the lats. So, we're gonna do underhand right now. as the number 3 exercise. All right. Strap up. Like I said, your back's a lot stronger than your fingers, so make sure you use the wraps. Same thing, you want to bend over at the waist, roll it up, touch your belly button, and squeeze. Right? Very similar to the overhand rows. It just changes the emphasis just a little bit. You're actually biomechanically stronger in this position, so you could probably lift them a little more underhand than you can overhand. All right. Again, make sure you squeeze at the top. Keep the lats engaged as you lower. Squeeze them at the top. All right. Whew. Feeling that. All right. Exercise 3, underhand barbell. All right. Moving right along, we got exercise 4, double dumbbell rows. Right? All right. This is one of my favorites. I haven't done them in a while, but it's a great back exercise. You should be doing this. So you're rowing. The advantage of the dumbbells is you can bring them up past your chest. Your barbell, you're going to hit your chest right here, right? You can squeeze them up past that. And then at the bottom, you can stretch a little more, just like so. I like to use a hammer grip, palms facing each other. I feel like that's more lats. If you turn them to overhand, it's more rear delts, right? Right. So today's back day. We're going to keep the hammer grip and roll them up just like so. Stretch here, squeeze them here. Just like so. I can really feel these. It's actually a unilateral movement. So if you have a weak side, this is going to fix that. Alright. Dumbbell rows, y'all. Again, load up the weight with this. Put that load on your lats. Create that damage, create that trauma, get those gains, y'all. All right, double dumbbell rows. All right, y'all, exercise 5, the last one before the bonus. The bonus is the best, don't forget now. We got a pull down. If you notice, we did all rows so far. And rows, I can put more load on my back doing a row than any other exercise. So I put it above the pull downs. However, you need to do some pull downs, right? Back's a big animal, you gotta throw pull downs in there. So the best way to do a pull down, underhand close grip pull downs. By far the best way to do it. Strap up. Like I said, your finger's gonna fail way before your back does. So strap up. Get a good stretch on your lats here. Pull them down and squeeze them here. Right? Right. If you're paying attention, this is the second time this exercise has come up on the best exercise list. The first one was in the bicep video. I hope y'all caught the bicep video. Now we're doing it again for back, right? Right. The difference is when you're doing back, you gotta pull it down a little further and squeeze those lats. When you're doing biceps, you don't have to pull it down as far, because you're squeezing your biceps, not your lats. All right, again, good stretch here. Keep the lats engaged. Good squeeze here. On the negative portion, keep the lats engaged. Stretch them while still engaged. Pull them back down and squeeze. All right, exercise 5. Close grip, underhand lat pull down. All right, y'all. Thanks for staying tuned for the bonus. It is actually the best exercise for back. Number 1 without a doubt, and it's pretty much universally accepted. The number 1 exercise for back mass, for back gains, puts the most load on your back, rack pulls, right? I put it as bonus because you can see our setup. That's not ideal. I don't want you doing rack pulls with 800 pounds while you're standing on plates. Ideally, these bars would be lower, but we don't have that set up here. So I got the plate stacked instead of lowering the bar. If you have where you can adjust the bar lower, do it. Don't stack the plates. Just a little safer, especially when you're pulling 600, 700, 800 pounds, right? All right, rack pulls. Again, strap up. You want to set the bar to be right about your knee. As you can see here, the bar is touching my knee right there. Wrap them up. This is basically a half or a quarter deadlift, right? So you go from here, up and squeeze your back. Back down, up, squeeze your back. You can go ahead and just pull it against your thighs as you come up, just like so. And again, really load up the weight on this bad boy. Come up and squeeze your back. Right there. This is gonna work your lower back, your traps, lats, rhomboids, rear delts, everything. Alright? Alright. This is more back than legs, because you know, traditional deadlift, you go to the floor, you're getting a whole lot of hamstring, glute, and everything else. When you're doing a rack pull, it takes that away. And it's pretty much just back. Muscles working. Alright. The bonus and the number one exercise for back mass, rack pulls. Load up your weight and get started. Alright y'all, thanks for staying tuned for this video. Let's recap your best 5 exercises for back plus the bonus. And again, the bonus is actually the best one. Alright, so we started with barbell rows. These are all big, heavy compound movements. Load up the weight. Just make sure you're getting that squeeze at the top of the rep or it's too heavy. Right? Alright, then we went to barbell shrugs. Same thing, load up the weight. Just make sure you get a squeeze right here, contraction. If you can't contract, you're too heavy, right? Alright, then we went to underhand barbell rows. You just shifting the focus a little bit more on your lats when you go underhand. Same thing, up and squeeze. And then we did a double dumbbell rows. Great exercise. The advantage is the extended range of motion. You can stretch more and you can squeeze more. And then of course we had to throw a pull down in there. Get a little back exercises. You gotta have a pull down. So number one way to do it, close grip, underhand pull down. Just make sure you're squeezing the lats at the bottom, stretching them at the top, right? Right. Then the bonus, y'all, the beast, the king of back exercises, rack pulls. Again, you can load up the weight, literally 500, 600, 700 pounds, and pull that thing up and squeeze your back, right? Right. All right, y'all, get your back on, blow that back up. Again, if you're a competitive athlete, back wins the show. You're gonna hear that over, over. You're gonna see that over and over. So get that back, blow it up, build your back. All right. More videos like this, check out our back playlist, 88 Fitness. Like and subscribe.